response. What was this letter in response to, and what were you hoping to hear back?
The response was to some concerns we had with the Churchill rail line shutdown, that there's excess trucks on the road, up to 120 a week in the wintertime. There can be extra. So we have some safety concerns in that, and we had wrote a letter asking to check and maybe help to put a little push on getting the rail line back on track.
Was the response anything what you wanted to hear in response?
It was more or less just saying we're looking into it and monitoring it, and please let us know if there's anything we can do.
A typical letter from cabinet ministers, especially at times like this leading into an election next year.
Yes.
One of the brighter points, it seems to be the new appointments recently have always been really bright points that have been very well received. Current, soon to be former Deputy Chief Mike Borgon is going to be the new Fire Chief / Director of Public Safety, depending on which document you're looking at. Why is he the right choice?
Mike's the right choice because he's been with the department and mentoring under Chief Mascarene for a number of years. He has a good grasp on the situation, and the city is trying to do this process so that we're stepping into bigger shoes rather than always putting out looking for new people, and that we're moving. Succession planning is becoming a good thing. And the reason there was a little bit of discussion on fire chief or director of public safety is in Thompson we call it director of public safety because it's more encompassing, because basically our bylaws and safety officers and that all are under the fire department, where through the Municipal Act you basically have to have a fire chief position. So basically it's just an amalgamated position.
Is there any update on the bus situation with regards to Greyhound? I know there's the contract with Greyhound currently for operation of some municipal buses, and I'm sure everyone sees the Greyhound buses picking up people on the regular routes when the city buses are out of service.
Yes, we're basically talking among ourselves right now and looking to meet with the different entities to score our options before the end of October, when things will change in Thompson. So we definitely have got city buses on our radar.
Would you be able to give some update on the different construction projects currently going on around town?
Okay, basically, we're still doing some sand removal, some potholes. If you've got some potholes in your area, please call Public Works 677-7970. With the rains of late, that there are some more potholes happening. Right now, you'll notice a lot of construction equipment on Cree Road and Fox Bay. We're doing lines there. They're just finishing up Brandon Crescent. We're waiting on some testing to get the water all back into the lines properly, and they're going to be doing locates for our pavement program in the summer, in the next week or two.
I'm sure everyone will be more than thrilled once the paving is done to have some nice smooth streets once again.
Well, there'll be a few more smooth ones. Yes, it's an ongoing project.
And then the last thing we have to talk about, I do have one question that was submitted. Just the listeners wondering if there is any update in the lack of a I'm going to rephrase that now because I lost my train of thought. Is there any update in this situation in regards to the communication between the province and the city with regards to whether it's the community mining reserve fund or just general help from the province with the times Thompson is facing?
Well, I think we definitely are keeping the province updated and meeting with different ministers on a regular basis as to what's happening. And there was a breakfast in Winnipeg a couple weeks ago that the province did attend and was able to understand our situation more. So we're still keeping them informed, and we're still basically hoping that they're listening to us.
And finally, now moving on to events, there's one going on right now almost just across the street that I'm sure a lot of families specifically will be very excited about.
Yeah, it's Kids Safety Day at the Rotary Splash Park. Please come out. There's a free hot dog lunch. Bring the kids out, and good times had by all. As I was coming here, there was quite a few kids there.
And there's going to be, I understand, the bike roadie with the RCMP, and I've heard rumors that a fire truck might also be making an appearance.
Yes, our fire trucks have been trying to get out to some more of these appearances, and they should be there if there's no situations.
And then there's a walk starting this afternoon that's being held by MKO.
Yes, our Missing Our Loved Ones walk. It starts at 2 p.m. at the MKO office. Everyone is invited. Please go if you can. If you need more information, call Hilda at 307-5919.
And then finally, there's a business launch announcement tonight at City Hall.
Yes, it's a bit of a surprise to us all, but we're all going to, there's a new business launching in Thompson, and they'd like to keep it under their hat until 6:15 tonight, 6:30. So please come down to City Hall, and we'll all learn together what's going to happen new and exciting in Thompson.
Well, thank you so much for joining me this morning.
Thank you.
If you'd like a question answered next week, email it in advance to CHTMnews@arcticradio.ca. For City Beat here on 102.9 CHTM, I'm Stuart Walter.